But none of that. We have a game to watch. We are on Nagari as we load in here. Or am I? There we go. Okay.
Take it
In
away.
East, Scatterbrained as the yellow Ayyubids, dropping down his stuff, getting right onto gold immediately. I'm really excited to see what this build looks like.
Advancement wing.
3 on gold to start.
You take 3 on
Yeah,
gold, you
gotta be
long
advanced
distance
wing.
mine once, and then you have enough to age up. It's
Yep.
it's pretty good. It's pretty fast.
Yep. Meanwhile, Dragevann in the purple, in the westward side of the map, in the English civilization, already onto wood. It has a dock being built. This is a standard water opening for both these civs. We are underway.
I was actually
Nagari, what a weird map.
I was actually wondering if Dragevann would do like a 5 villager pull or something like multiple villager pull and potentially try to deny the dock. I mean, if you miss and your opponent is going to the other side, then yeah, it's horrible. But
why
you can
risk it though when you've already got the advancement wing? You know.
Yeah, like the thing is, if you hit the right spot and they run into you with their wills, then it's amazing, and you're gonna be denying their dock and win water automatically. But yeah, I guess it's too risky then. Anyway, we've got Scatterbrained already aging up. It is 1 minute 24 in. Advancement wing is coming out, and he's going on the wood now.
Oh my gosh, I need to learn this build and start executing it on water maps because this is just so wild to see someone aging up at 1 minute and 20 seconds.
It's really not rocket science.
He's gonna be up. He's gonna be up. It's a really simple looking build. You just get on 3 on the gold, drop off. One of them builds the House of Wisdom. I mean, it's pretty dang elegant for what it is.
Yeah, it's just very effective. I mean, it's just something you can do as the Ayyubids. It's fun. I like that this is in the game. And Dragevann is going on the gold at 2 minutes, so he's going for a pretty fast age up himself. He's probably only gonna make like 3 fishing boats, because if he makes more, he cannot garrison them, and then he's gonna lose them to feudal aggression. They're Scatterbrained stock.
It like almost makes you wonder if it's even worth going for the dock to start if you know your opponent's gonna beat you up and get ships out first.
I mean, I'm more worried for Dragevann because his villager is still here, and that means like he needs to build a second dock, but Scatterbrained is gonna be in feudal and have a warship out. So can you really build a dock on this side?
I'm trying to think of what the right response to this would be if you're Dragevann as English against Ayyubids. Like, what if, I mean, I'm just trying to think of what the right answer would be here. Do you like, maybe you Vil Rush or something? Do something really wacky, you know, and just, I mean, obviously you couldn't get the gold in time, but maybe you like put a tower on, well, no, he's doing the straggler trees. This seems really tough to overcome. Like, he is going to win water very quickly, and there's not much you can do about it.
Dao is coming out. Abbey of Kings for Dragevann is now being built. That means he's about a minute out from his age up. Probably a little bit more if he only puts 3 on there. And is he? No, he didn't even go for the 3rd ship. So he only has 2. And the Dao is gonna be moving over and deny the fishing in just a second. So
I'm still just sitting here scratching my head going like, it was getting these 2 fishing boats for Dragevann even worth the hassle if you're gonna be just very quickly
oh yeah, I totally think
pushed away from water.
I totally think
so. You don't think so?
I think it is totally worth it. Like, you got 2 extra economical units at the 1 minute 30 mark, something. And they dropped off so many times, it's already worth it. Like, they paid their own price back, and you want this stock anyway. Like, you need this stock anyway, because you're gonna be contesting water with it.
Uh-huh. But like, when your opponent, I guess he only has the 1 archer ship right now.
Yeah. And
I guess he can't really follow up with like a
nice body block there. He takes out the fishing boat. And just like that, Dragevann is off of water. Okay, he tries to go for it, but this is getting real dangerous. Saves that one. This one is not making it.
Got one. I was gonna say really good micro up to this point. I would have lost a ship by now. And he does lose 1. So the Socraton special. Mismicroing your boats and they sink.
Well, you said it, not me. Dragevann is just trying to be annoying. Scatterbrained is trying to be more annoying. Whoever wins this is it is your call, really. Abbey of Kings. The king is rallied all the way to the top side. Then coming in from the top. I mean, that guy is gonna be on a whole crusade there. Warhawk is in
So
the
the
queue.
Hulk that's in the queue. We've got the Bogla coming out as well. The sprinkled ships both in queue for both players. I guess the timing wasn't too insane here that you could contest this.
The problem for Dragevann,
right?
he lost 2 of his fishing boats that he needs to repair to survive that demo ship that is coming out right after this bugler.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a second
I'm
dock.
not sure. I'm trying to figure out what English's plan should be, because obviously if you're Ayyubids, this is exactly the plan. Like, this is the plan: win water, win the game, you know. And I think you're well equipped to do so. For Dragevann and his English,
demo ship is coming out. Scatterbrained is pulling his fishing boats
Ooh,
forward. This could be an awkward timing, though. Here comes the demo for Scatterbrained. Fishing boat is out. Hulk is out. I think this game is done.
Yeah, I think that's over. I mean, what can you do to stop this, right?
Not really a whole lot.
You're just so far behind. I mean, I'm trying to think of like scenarios where you deny this, but it just seems so hard to do. Like, you're so at disadvantage.
Okay. Dragevann has one more shot in his gun there. Oh no! And Scatterbrained sees the villager that is going for a proxy base and pulls the boar on him. Ah, beautiful play.
Old boar pull.
Beautiful play. And I guess he's gonna be reacting on land as well. Okay, he's just getting a tower, so he's playing fast castle. Double tower, actually. Yeah, it's just gonna be fast castle. Yeah, it has 19 more hits from the scout to die. I guess Dragevann has a full HP scout here, so it's gonna be surviving. Archery ranges getting prepped. Archery range and barracks, actually.
Like a proxy base kind of thing, trying to push.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's already double towered the gold, so it's going to be just a day late and a dollar short. You're just not going to get there in time.
Here comes the King of England. Scatterbrained is going to be pulling away. Second villager being pulled forward. The problem is, like, Scatterbrained is now underwater. He has extra income. He has a second dock himself. There is no contestation of this. What is Dragevann doing on land? He's just getting that proxy base up, so he's fully committed to this.
I feel like I really like Scatterbrained's position here. I really like where he's at.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for him. I mean, he's still currently with this double tower setup. It looks like he's gonna be playing full all in on the castle age. He did have a stable here, but you know, barracks is already out. King is here as well, so it's not gonna do a whole lot. Oh, he's trying to snipe the Vil though. That could work. 48 health to work with. No, it's not working. Spear is out.
No, the spear's there. Yeah, it's going to be too difficult to do. I mean, this will be annoying. And there's the kind of a window right now where Dragevann could get in and disrupt things. I don't know how that's going to succeed with 2 outposts straddling the gold for Scatterbrained.
I mean, that one horseman is already doing so much work. Like, he's causing idle time, he's keeping everyone here. Dragevann is finally moving out. Is he getting... No, he's getting Steel Arrow first. No siege engineering, so this is not actually... Never mind, it's not even being threatened at all.
He's like 1 gold drop off away. Why did he get off a gold already?
Are we? No, we're not. We're not aging in.
Gold?
I think he's recommitting to feudal here.
I think so.
Interesting. So Dragavann's move actually forced Scatterbrained to stay in feudal age. Doesn't want to risk it. Knows he's economically ahead here with the fishing. And oh yeah,
I'm like fast. I'm kind of going back and forth on this choice, because before this gets too scary, I feel like you almost could get enough. I mean, I would have liked to see you get the drop off of 1 more gold just to get to 600, just so you have that in your back.
Oh,
pocket.
This is scary though. Woodline denial would be huge. This is his only source of wood. And if you're playing feudal, all the gold and food in the world doesn't really do you a whole lot.
I mean, that said, he does have a lot of production buildings already up.
Yeah, but he needs wood to produce anything.
Yeah. That's true.
Did Scatterbrained play himself? Okay, he has 4 archers out. And there is not enough longbows here right now.
I don't know. I'm feeling like maybe the castle play would have still been viable. I guess you don't have the option to go advance it, so you have to get 1200 food, but you've got the fishing.
It's looking pretty scary, but yeah, nice play here, going for the longbows.
I mean, Scatterbrained just has to survive for a bit, right? Like, he could still, if he gets enough food, just pop up to castle age.
Takes out both spears here. I mean, there's no horsemen in play right now. Okay, they're coming out now. Problem is, Scatterbrained really wanted to play that Mass Archer. And then getting denied his woodline there, it was so scary.
Yeah, that could have been really dangerous. And we do see some towers coming out, and Dragevann just kind of doing that English creep that they do.
Yeah, I think it's too little, too late though.
Yeah,
that was his one shot there to kill him, and it almost worked. But let's not call this game over just yet.
Oh no, it's not over just yet. It's not over until it's over. I mean, Scatterbrained, I think, is in a very powerful position with the food eco that he has.
He has 7 fishing boats ahead. That's exactly the 7 eco units you see on the counter. Food income is 800 to 500 per minute. And we do have the archers being pulled here. Can't get the tower up, so that is being denied as well. And these longbows, yeah, okay, he can hold that.
Yeah, I think this tower probably goes up here for English, which will be a big boost for his positioning here. He's got quite a bit of units actually ready to go. It's now I'm kind of sitting here going, man, Scatterbrained just sitting on 560 some odd.
I don't know about that one, Dragevann. Takes out one, and okay, the second one lives. Second villager is still alive. I don't know about splitting the vills here to go for another proxy barracks.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit greedy here. That said, longbows will trade really well against the archers there. He needs to do like one shot on that vill though.
That's the last spear he has in play though. No new spears coming.
That vill get that tower up is a bit of a mistake. Can't let that happen. I would have probably pushed a little harder to stop it, but we're in this weird spot where Scatterbrained just doesn't have the wood to do what he needs to do. He is moving over to gold again. So maybe he will go for
double tower play was totally not worth it. That's like 200 wood that he just threw away because he's not using them.
I know. I kind of wish he had just committed to the castle age. I think there was a world where that would have just worked. Like, just get one more drop. Or
it's a gamble. It's a gamble. But let's take a look at it. Dragevann taking another good fight, even though he is right here under the towers. But these longbows just do so much damage. Take out another few units there. Dragevann's getting so much value from this. He has 23 longbows ready to go. Scatterbrained's growth wing is on the way, though. So, Castle Age is on the way. Does he have... He has 1 stable prepped right now. Barracks in the back, not yet scouted out. So, the Ghulam are in the making. And he does not have a blacksmith. And he has not have the gold to get anything.
He's just kind of caught. He's getting caught in between is the problem. You know, he wanted to play the feudal game. He wanted to go castle, then he wanted to play feudal. Now he wants to go castle again. He got caught in between a little bit. This is a tough spot to be.
Never do the mix.
However, Dragevann is pop capped right now, and he is going to enforce that a little longer. That house is going to be built back at home instead. Really, really gutsy. Let's just keep building stuff in my opponent's base. I love Dragavann's assertiveness with his map control.
Yeah, this is
comical, if anything. I mean, it's useful, but nothing makes it. It's almost like, man, how dare this guy put these buildings in my base?
Oh, he's just gonna dive the main town center.
Just garrison. I would just garrison right here.
I mean, his army is real scary. Scatterbrained is hitting Castle Age in how long? Okay, 46 seconds. Oh god, and Dragevann is on top of the production. I mean, that's game.
I mean, he is taking a lot of damage from the TC fire, though. Those spears are dropping like flies.
More barracks coming out here, but like, Scatterbrained cannot fight this.
No, he can't. But once he gets a couple Ghulams, it's over. I mean, Ghulams and some Camel Lancers.
He does not have the upgrades. He does not have any blacksmith upgrade. He has no range defense, and there's 26 longbows sitting on top of the barracks.
Yeah, I think he got himself caught in the middle, where he wanted to go quick castle, and then he wanted to play feudal, and then realized that wasn't going to work, and tried going back to castle. And it's like you can't get caught in the middle doing both; it won't work.
Okay, we're diving under the TC. I don't know about that one. I would just sit here on top of these barracks because that is where my opponent wants to make his super high value units. But I guess Dragevann decides I want to do all the economy damage in the world.
Yeah, the problem is that Scatterbrained still has all this water eco giving him food. So really, it's only gold that he's hurting for right now that he wants premium units. And I'm sure we've got Gulams in the mix coming out. That town center just took out a lot of units.
Yeah.
That, I think, was a bit overambitious, diving twice under the town center fire, because now it's only 14 longbows. And suddenly, Scatterbrained's on top again.
Yeah, suddenly Scatterbrained is alive again. Let's call it that. I don't know if we go for on top just yet. Where's his
looking at the
goal?
eco numbers. The safe food eco is what gives it to him for me. Like, he's just got his ability to scale water eco is going to help him stay in this. It's the gold though that he's got to be aware of.
Yeah, he needs gold to get anything really. Gulam costs gold. He needs the blacksmith upgrades.
This king is just murking vills in the back here.
Like, he can't even think of camel lanterns because camel lanterns cost 110 gold.
Yeah, no, he needs gulams right now all day. The problem is that longbows could kite them really, really well. So he needs something that can close the gap as well. And man, this king is just being an absolute nuisance.
Oh, Dragevann doing a good job here. He's going for the tower. Has enough burn here to take it down, I think. And he's also trying to deny the other gold. Did Scatterbrained move out to a third gold at this point? Oh yeah, he did. He did. He's all the way over at the waterline.
I love that. That is a brilliant... I mean, it's the smartest thing you could do, right? When you need to, just sneak out. Sometimes you can get away with it. If you're desperate, take the desperate measure, and that usually works more often than not. Ooh, losing a lot of vills on his home gold, though.
Yeah.
That was... Man, look at the eco damage that Dragavann's done. 29 villagers.
It is pretty disgusting what he has done to Scatterbrained at this point. But we have 9 Gulam on the field. If Scatterbrained can get a blacksmith out, does he have one? Oh yeah, he has. Here comes the range defense. In 45 seconds, these Gulam will not be stopped by this range ball.
You know, Dragevann is all in on feudal. There is no thought of castle. He is all in on food, all in on wood. So the moment Scatterbrained can stabilize, he wins. And here come the Gulam now.
He's forced to take the fight early. I don't think he wants that.
Well, I think the town center makes a difference here.
I mean, the TC does a whole lot of damage. He's gonna kill a lot of units here. Oh man, Dragevann did so much damage already. If this gets scouted out, this game is pretty rough.
This little gold man. These 4 vills on gold are the lifeline for Scatterbrained right now. He is reeling.
Hold the
line. If he can just get a
line.
big enough mass. He's got the upgrades. He's going in for it now.
We've got 13 Gulam. Like, Dragevann has nothing to stop 13 Gulam with range defense.
Well, he's going to kite them to death.
I mean, look at that. This is so many longbows. Sure, they still do damage, but that is all of them focusing a single unit. And Dragevann doesn't...
That's a lot of them, though.
Dragevann doesn't have the eco yet. Like, he didn't have any farm set up. He should totally be shoreline fishing, by the way. But,
oh man, that is a lot of damage. Now the Gulam's just shred mailing all these poor archers. He's still got quite a couple left.
Longbows just want to deal with these archers before they can be veterans, but Scatterbrained knows it. He's just going to run away.
Gulams are just going to keep picking them apart as they go. Picking up more as they go. This is, again, if Scatterbrained can stabilize and get that villain number back to a reasonable level, he is 8 up in age, and Gulams are really hard to deal with. I think Dragavann's going to start focusing his mind. Maybe he's got to keep up enough to keep those Gulams out of his base, but he's going for a farm transition now. He's probably thinking he's heavy on gold. He is thinking Castle Age.
And he kind of has to. He has to get a white tower up somehow. 10 on gold. But he also needs to build these walls. Wall timings have been nerfed. They build twice as slow now. Oh god. And this is what Dragevann wanted to avoid by going for that proxy base, right? You don't have to cross near the water and get shot at by boats.
Yeah. This is looking... I'm curious.
There's no gate.
If these Gulams get in the base.
There's no gate, and the Gulams do get in the base because the top side is open and the archers are just walking in.
Archers now taking some villagers of Dragavann's. This is where Dragevann cannot afford to lose any eco, because the eco damage to Scatterbrained was keeping this even. Losing his own eco is a death sentence here, as he doesn't have any water to back it up. Gulam's walking around. This is tenuous at best. We are up to almost 500 gold, but not enough food. This is going to be close. Why are those archers going?
It's just not enough. I mean, I think these farms actually killed Dragevann. If he goes for a mill and shoreline fishing here,
the Gulams didn't get in.
What? How?
Walled him. He let the archers run away.
Well,
That was
okay.
a huge misplay. Scatterbrained was too greedy here. He needed to make sure the Ghulams got in the base.
Yeah.
That just... Oh my gosh.
Longbow numbers are not enough to deal with the archers, but like English villagers are archers, so this can still work out.
And in fact, as you say that, the civil defense force comes in. Ghulams need to get in. They could probably just... Yeah, they're making a ram.
Yeah, but
okay.
he also needs... Oh god, the ram is not going to be stopped. We do have the proxy base still churning out a few units to be annoying there. And Dragevann tabs.
GG.
Oh my, he almost had it.
Game.
He almost had it.
That was very close for a moment. When he dove the wood line, there was a world where that was enough.
Look at this beautiful villager graph of our winner.
But look at the eco count. Though.
Yeah, we'll look at the
Show
eco
me
count.
eco.
The eco count is looking better.
Boom. There we go. That's the difference right there. And again, it's his initial thing was wanting to start castle, I think was the right choice. It was dangerous, but I think doing what he did was equally as dangerous by switching into feudal, losing that, then having to go back to castle was really dangerous. Luckily for Scatterbrained, he had just enough. We were able to get just enough Ghulams and able to basically harass the Vills far enough that he was able to do it. That was a good game.
Oh, that was fun to watch.
Please. And we're in. Okay.
We're doing it.
All right. We're swapping who's where this time. It's going to be Byzantines in Scatterbrained in the eastern portion of the map in the yellow. And on the western side in the purple is going to be Dragevann as the French. And again, this map, very interesting. We've got 2 rivers with very little shoreline fish, a little bit, there's like 1,000 or so, maybe 2,000 fish total. And then lots of sheep in the middle, up north and south, all to be claimed with only 3 relics and 2 sacred sites. There you go. And we dive in. We've got forward gold for Scatterbrained. He's already getting on upon it as well. Forward gold for French. Hasn't gotten on it quite yet. I imagine I'll be sending a villager up here in just a second. And we're underway.
Yeah.
So what are you expecting out of this matchup, Ascalad?
I mean, Dragevann is on the water. Usually I'd expect French to make feudal military and Byzantine to make feudal military, and then French to just crash and burn and die horribly. But we'll see how Dragevann plays it. I mean, that is my expectation of this matchup, as per usual on the ladder. But I have seen this go in French favor before. If you take favorable fights, it's just that it is ever so slightly stacked in Byzantine's favor. The water, though, mixes it up just a little bit because, well, Dragevann is on the water. He will have slightly better food income, will have a little bit of a leg up. And the question is, what can Scatterbrained really do with his faster age up, because he's not going for it like that.
Yeah, there's only one way in and one way out of the base here, unless you make like a transport ship and do some weird shenanigans, which I don't think either player will do. And so if you wall up that middle where the road kind of goes through the water, that's it. So this is a very closed map in that sense, but then everything outside of that is very open. So we will see how it goes. I kind of expect some shenanigans from Dragevann, whether it be walling someone in or doing something. I imagine French will be very happy to take map control. And I think that's kind of the difference in this map is normally I feel like Byzantines is kind of sitting in their base a little bit and just kind of holding and just booming as they take the feudal fights. Whereas I think French will have a lot more option to take map control and make a big difference because there's a lot of map to control. And we see Scatterbrained immediately putting a wall up through here, which will deny any knights from coming in.
You know, I'll say this. There is another option that Byzantine has that is very effective against French if you don't expect it to happen.
Are you thinking of like a cistern rushing or what?
There is another build that has been becoming quite popular recently. It's a little controversial.
Gulp gulp?
Gulp gulp.
Going mass cataphracts.
I was
the cataphracts.
I
That would be
kind of hope that we get to see some gulping here, but I don't necessarily
I feel like that's just
think
the
we
wrong
will.
choice on this map and this matchup, right? Like that, I don't see a world where that would be worth the effort and time.
French has to be real fast to contest you, and there's only one crossing here that is somewhat easy to defend. I mean, there's a forward goal, sure, that is quite scary. And if Dragevann can get like a dock on here and has a galley there, Is this in range? That's a question. Yes, there
Yeah,
was a
just
monitor
we're
laying
not gonna see
around.
that. Well, we've got the deer pack, the berries.
Oh my
I'm
god.
curious what I mean. We could see a pretty early farm transition come out of Byzantines here and get the olive oil going.
Dragevann doesn't
I'm
know that it's being walled just yet. I was gonna say, if he knows the wall is already up, is he going for cock? But he is not. We get to see a school of cavalry. This is just gonna be standard play with a dock on top. Scatterbrained is up.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. Getting a school cow or getting the Chamber of Commerce going. That would be quite interesting.
I mean, that would be so
But we're not
YOLO.
seeing that.
But
It would be. It would be. It's it's one of those things that like, that's such a YOLO play, but sometimes those plays in certain situations like this could really well work.
I'll say this:
Like
there's.
I remember what Puppy Paw said about this when I was in Denver with him, and he mentioned that like sometimes it might have been Wham. I forget who I was talking to this point, but one of them, I'm gonna say Puppy Paw, was saying that like when you're playing a Civ that is kind of at a detriment, like it's kind of your opponent has the better Civ pick. Sometimes you got to kind of play off meta to mix it up because if you just play it by the numbers, you're just kind of setting yourself up to lose. Whereas mixing it up and going for a different strategy might have more risk, but might also provide more reward and a better avenue to win.
Yeah.
In this case, I don't think that's the case here. I think Knights can. I think this is a winnable match by Byzantines or by French into Byzantines, but we'll see how this goes. I mean, being on the fishing is going to be definitely a leg up for him here in a bit.
I'll just say this once. Scatterbrained has 5 villagers on gold and 14 on food and almost nothing on wood.
He's just castling up.
He's castle rushing. He is castle rushing so hard, and he has a forward gold, and cataphracts are extremely expensive on the gold side. But yeah, currently Dragevann is just hit feudal. He has 0 units in the queue. I think is he also just castle rushing? He's going out to the deer right now.
I guess this is a map where you could do that. So do you think Scatterbrain will go for just what do you think his comp's looking like then? Do you think he's going to try and go for cataphracts and something else? Like, I mean, I don't know that cataphracts would be the right choice here.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you go gulp, then you go cataphracts. They're just so good with it.
But do you is the question?
Do you is the question, because I mean, Golden Horn Tower is also really good, and
yeah,
you don't necessarily have to put all of your eggs in one basket. Here's another thing though: Scatterbrained has been feudal for quite a while now. He does not have a second cistern. I think he just forgot.
Yeah, he's just sat on the one. He might have just forgotten. Well, I don't. He's got the stone for it.
Yeah,
he could easily drop it down. There it is. He's got it ready to go.
Yeah, he's putting it up to the deer.
At first, it is going to be Eastern mercenary contracts. He's going to go Keshik, Gulam, and potentially Tower Elephants. He gets into Imperial.
Yeah.
What do you think about the choice to go Keshiks here?
I mean, if you go Gulp, the Keshik are a good choice.
Like that makes me wonder if he is going to go Gulp or not.
I mean, this is very much what I'm expecting to see
like
from a Gulper.
Russian Castle Age. Yeah, it seems like that would be kind of the play here. Is it the right play though? I mean, there's like only one knight in queue.
So I'll say this:
delayed from Dragevann.
Dragevann is rushing castle right now. He gets access to the Arbalists, who are amazing. He's getting a second stable out. Is he just gonna make mass castle knights into this Golden Horn Tower, by the way? So no gulping.
Okay.
So all of that is completely.
Gulam? I don't feel like this is a great choice from Scatterbrained. I fail to see how Keshiks are going to do a lot against knights unless you make a lot of them, but that's not really an option. I guess you're getting a couple free Keshiks. I don't know. I'm trying to see what you get out of castle that's going to beat French. And frankly, I just like cataphracts don't do it. Varangian guards won't do it. Crossbows
are amazing. But, Arbalists exist, and they are pretty good. Keshik are queued straight to Dragavann's food and gold, and he has no defenses here. He has absolutely nothing. He queues up one knight right now, but there is 2 Keshik on the map. They're gonna win that.
I'm not really sure what the plan from Scatterbrained is and how that's going to play well. Because I feel like if Arbs come out for Dragevann, it's going to be really tough. Like I feel like Arbos should just kind of win this for him at this rate.
I mean, he has double stable. Oh my god, look at that! It's only knights. Second knight is coming out in a second, so these Keshik will not actually have an impact. Castle Age is through for Scatterbrained. He immediately queues the veteran contract, so these will be veteran Keshik in a second. And
Yeah,
by the way,
like an odd choice.
Dragevann, you know, we said he's going castle, but then he started queuing up 10 knights. Okay, it's only 4 knights at this point. Guildhall is almost done.
This Guildhall is a really good landmark for this, I feel like. I mean, having the resources, if you lose map control, just be able to get back in it.
Okay, let's compare real
Keshiks
quick.
are not long
Veteran
as well.
Keshik, they have 19 damage, 175 health. And this is a Feudal Knight, 190 health, 22
19
damage.
damage.
Okay, that's because they
Yeah,
are...
22. They also get the lance charge. The Keshiks do heal when they attack,
Yeah,
but
it's -1
villager
villager.
down.
Can he get another one? No.
no. A Keshik for a villager. That's not a trade I love to make.
Other Keshik are also here. So, Scatterbrain, what is the play here at home? Oh, nice charge here. Takes out
Ooh,
one
that was a
knight.
good
And
pickup.
does he say... Yeah, he saves the Keshik too. That was well done. Just more Keshik
That was a
coming
good
out for
little bit of micro.
Scatterbrains. No farms for him just yet. Is he anywhere on the map though? He has 3 monks, so he's grabbing the relics behind
He's
this.
getting the relics. I mean, I guess.
And he's just spamming Keshik, nothing else. Like this is
I
all
don't-
just his
Keshiks don't win
extra.
this.
They,
I mean,
they
this is nice
don't.
'cause you're keeping your opponent busy.
Hear
And
me
you're like,
out
it's
here.
basically for free.
Hear me out here. These are basically for free because it is an extra resource that you just got on top of your usual food and gold and wood. These units didn't really cost him anything, and they kept Dragevann at home the entire time while he was getting relics here.
This is true.
Third relic is gonna be picked up in a second. Is Dragevann
But
gonna
what's the
straight?
long-term game? You know, like what's the long-term game here? He's going into barracks, so he's probably gonna go for Limited A, I imagine.
Oh yeah, like he's so far behind in the knight count now. He needs to do that. Relic is being picked up. The knight. Do you see that? Oh god, is he just gonna make it? No, he sees it. That was a close one. Yeah, Relic's not gonna make it home.
Oh, that run's not going back. Yep.
And another Keshik dive into the base. Dragevann is on the stone. That could either be for a keep to get economically ahead and be more safe, or it will just be 4-second TC.
Scatterbrain has a ton of food. He's
Oh,
sitting on like 1,000 food. Oh, we're gonna get a Wolo right here.
another villager goes down. Wololo attempt here to save the wall. Dragevann?
Keep the walls safe. Oh, that was he almost came back a little too soon.
A little
Why
bit.
didn't he pull the vills while he was woloing to get that repaired? I feel like that didn't really save him much time. But anyways,
You know, you can only do so many things at once.
I guess that's true. That one Limited A is actually enough to make the knights go back for a second.
Oh, the knights, so they can attack through the wall. Number 8 takes quite a bit of damage there. And the knights just take more pokes. More pokes, more pokes. And we run away because we really don't want to be losing those.
Pretty good hold there. Good little last minute charge as well. At this point, it looks like it's just mass Limited A, and I guess he's gonna make more Keshiks.
Yeah, Muslim
He's
Today is a
starting to
really
go
good
into
choice.
farms now.
The,
Limited A are definitely the right choice.
the scary
'Cause
part
Arbs
for
aren't gonna do as
Dragevann.
much.
Really scary. Scatterbrain knows Dragevann just invested in the town center, so he knows that as long as he didn't scout any of the archery ranges, like there's probably not gonna be any, and then the Limited A just
Yeah.
win.
Ooh, but he's a little caught out here. He does not have the numbers to take this fight quite yet. A
He's-
lot of knights.
I feel like you still
He
want to
turns,
be
gets the
taking
brace.
that fight.
Yeah, he does. He gets a good brace off as well. That's huge.
Like you're gonna lose these Limited A, but that is so much damage. Every single knight you kill here is so valuable.
Mm-hmm.
That's two potential kills that he could be getting here immediately.
Yeah, we have chivalry coming in, so that was some of those knights might just very well live to see another
Yep.
day.
Still a really good fight for Dragevann. Like that
Yeah.
worked out beautifully for
Decent
him. He
trade.
didn't lose a single knight there. So, Scatterbrained.
So we've got Dragevann going into farms, going into second town center. He's on some. He's gonna have good eco here, but the relics are under control of Scatterbrain. He's got the horn tower producing now onto Gulams.
I think, honestly, the way Dragevann plays this now is he's gonna take control of that gold here in the front. And then probably just head straight to Imperial as soon as the guild hall is stacked up enough.
Yeah, I think that would be the play. Get the Red Palace up somewhere really, really important, and then basically take map control and then grab the other golds. Then you're playing the late game.
How do you feel about a Red Palace in front of your opponent's base? It's probably
I love it.
It's probably not.
I hate it, but I love it.
It's probably
I
not a.
don't know if you
It's
can
probably
really
not a
get it
good
up.
idea because traps exist and they're not good.
Yeah, that'd be the one concern. But man, that put a lot of pressure on your opponent. Your opponent will eventually run out of gold in his base. He's got 2 relics, but
by the way, I'm very happy. Dragevann didn't listen to me at all. He's just continuing to pump knights all day long. Oh, the Keshik find the vills here on the deer. That's quite a few vills there. Gets 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And the knights are not here to contest this. This is quite the value for some free units that you got for oil.
Yeah, that's 11 Vill kills now to none. Scatterbrained feeling pretty good. And now the eco number is still in favor of Dragevann because he's on 2 town centers. He's got the faster Vill production and he has some fishing ships. Yeah. But if you're keeping it even with free olive oil units, I mean, that's just good. That's keeping you very competitive here.
But knight numbers are being very concerning now. It is 20 knights to 4 Keshik.
Yeah, that's a lot of knights. And he's only got 20 Limitine as well. Not a ton. He could take some good fights with that, but he needs to go pressure this food. And he needs to make a lot more units than he's making. I almost wonder if he needs another... No, he's not really fully producing out of it. He needs more food and wood. I think it's a wood bottleneck problem for him now.
Yeah. 24 Limitine against 21 veteran Royal Knights at this point. I mean, at this point, I'm just wondering why the hell Dragevann didn't just go for,
the Red Palace.
Not the Red Palace, the Institute. But I guess he's still planning to go Imperial. Oh, that tower is just gonna get up, but Dragevann really doesn't want this fight. If he plans to go Imperial, he really doesn't want to trade out knights to spears.
Those spears should attack right now. Take the fight, take the fight, take the fight, take the fight!
I mean, he knows he's not gonna get away here, so he needs to take the fight now.
Yeah, take the trade.
Kills quite a few knights here. It's
this
not
is a great fight for Scatterbrained.
Super happy French player.
Yeah, that was a fight that Scatterbrained wanted. The moment he was out of that range of that tower, you take that fight.
That was so painful.
Yeah, those knights. He's got some Gulam in there.
That was so painful. I mean, the Gulams really don't do a whole lot. You'd rather have these
No,
spears.
they're just there to soak up arrow fire. They're just there to soak up the arrow fire more than anything else. They're pretty ineffectual against the knights.
They're just here because the Golden Horn Tower can't be controlled.
Yeah.
But, for only making spears and getting basically your free units from your Merc House, this is going quite well for Scatterbrains. 34 farms at this point.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of olive oil. Yeah, 31 plus farms for him.
Dragavann's about to click to Imperial. No, he just cashed out the guild hall, so he's not going Imperial after all. He's doubling down on castle.
I don't know about that choice, to be honest.
He just had enough to basically click up. He had over 2,000 food in there, and then he decided, well, no, I'm making units.
I don't know. I feel like right now a change into men-at-arms would be really good if you're Dragevann, but that's not really in the cards.
I mean, I guess he was just worried about dying.
Or I think French men-at-arms get underrated sometimes when you're in these circumstances. If you can do it sneakily and then just flood with men-at-arms, you could really catch someone off guard. Problem is, long-term, it's not super viable, but I'm almost surprised that Scatterbrained doesn't go into more crossbows as well.
Yeah, crossbows will be a good choice long term. The thing is there's really no point to go man-at-arms
No.
as French because, you know, everything a man-at-arms can do, an arbalist basically can do better.
That's true. That's true. Except, oh yeah, no, yeah, you're right. They do better torch damage. They can torch
But
through walls.
fair.
And stuff,
If you want to torch things down, yes, definitely. Don't go for arbalists.
actually, as I say that, barracks are coming out, so maybe Dragevann is listening in on us. We might see some men-at-arms coming out here.
I think it's gonna be
Which
spears.
I don't think it's a bad choice. They could really deal with Limitane very well. You need something to tank and to deal with that. Because you want a front line so that your back range can deal with them. Now, the moment crossbows come out, they stop working. But I think if you can make that change quick and swiftly enough, you'll have a really good effect. But as I say, that foreign engineering company coming down, it's going to be a fast Imperial play by Scatterbrained.
Is it still fast if it's past 20
It's
minutes?
sub 20 minutes. I feel like past 20 minutes, no, but
It's gonna finish past 20
fast-ish.
minutes. Okay.
It's a
Defensive
it's
keep.
a,
The
not
knights get on top
slow
of it.
Imperial
Nice
Age.
connection there for Dragevann, so he's gonna get a few vills there, but yeah, not really a whole lot he can do.
I guess fast would be like sub 17 minutes or something like that. It's not slow. He's not delaying. He's definitely playing for an Imperial game.
I feel like Dragavann's play here was okay. Actually, this map, I played this earlier. I know how this works. If I can contain my opponent on their little island, I can just win because all the resources are in the middle.
It's a lot of knights, a lot of arbs. We do have a couple men-at-arms. Not a lot, just a couple. He's got 8 in queue though. He is flooding. He is doing the men-at-arms transition. Right as Scatterbrained hits up into Imperial Age. This will be interesting. And what is the guild hall on right now? Guild hall
nice
is sitting on
prediction.
gold, only 300.
Oh, he swapped it to gold? Okay. Interesting.
Well, he's probably farm transitioned pretty well back there now.
Oh, that keep is an issue. If this keep wasn't here, like Scatterbrained would have to run past his walls again. Couldn't take a fight at all.
Is a great choice. I mean, he needs to secure. I love that it's securing the stone and gold because it lets him keep extending that pressure throughout the map. This is a lot of military mass. I feel like once is that keep going to go up?
I mean, Scatterbrained, I don't think he has the means to deal with this. And he still is on veteran upgrades. Like, he did not queue the elite. Oh, but the trebuchet.
Treb's exposed.
No, not the trap.
No, he's not going to get it, though.
And also, Dragevann doesn't have gambesons yet, so these crossbows don't have any melee armor, and we have knights fighting into the spears at the front lines there. This was...
I don't know why Scatterbrained backed off of that. That was a good fight for him. I guess the men-at-arms must have been tanking up a little bit.
He killed a lot of value here in the form of the knights, but at the same time, he's losing this fight. He's losing this fight, and he cannot afford to lose everything, because then he's just going to get overrolled. Fighting under his own keep now.
Upgrades for being in Imperial Age. He's still queuing up another 15 Limitane behind this, but at this point, the crossbows start doing pretty good damage into those. I mean, you can't discount how good the Arbaletier do into spears. Like, they don't trade as effectively as archers do by any means, but they trade. You know, they do pretty good damage.
Yeah. As soon as Dragevann gets gambesons, these Limitane need to go home. Like, they won't do anything anymore. Is that one trap still? No, it's 2 traps now working on the keep. I mean, this is Scatterbrained's lifeline. He needs to have some gold control, and this is the only gold he currently has access to. Access being a loose term.
Might have been a bit premature.
Like, he can only make oil units. Only make oil units and I'd say wood units, but look at his wood line. So he's limited to trash, and I think he's dead.
Not a lot of it. Yeah, I think he might be long for this world here now. Yeah. You know, these men-at-arms, I think, really did do quite a number into those Limitane.
Yeah.
I mean,
good call.
They just can't take the fight with the knights behind it as well.
Good call on your part. I honestly expected spears to come out because all he needs is bodies that stop spears from poking knights. But yeah.
Well, when you pull out your guild hall for all the food, turns out you can kind of do that and get away with it, and you can actually make a bunch of them. Yeah, this is a tough comp. I mean, this is all premium units under Dragavann's army. I mean, he's got 10 arbs, 12 men-at-arms, 7 royal knights, and I guess he's got 2 archers. So there is some light infantry representation happening here. But for the most part, these are all premium units, gold units. And boy, it's tough to deal with all those when you're using Trash Army. You have to have like 3 times the amount of Trash Army to deal with that effectively.
We're getting the
And
elite contract.
Scatterbrained doesn't have it.
I mean, Scatterbrained currently, he has about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trees left to chop. Oh, never mind. He has a small wood line over here.
He's got a secondary. He's got a secondary
wood line. He's gonna survive for like 5 more minutes.
It'll last a little bit. I'm excited to see elephants come out, though. I am quite enthused about that.
Yeah, tower elephants.
I don't know how he's gonna. It's gonna take forever to get enough oil for it, but some tower elephants, I'm down.
Like he's just
not sure how
doubling
well that's
down
gonna
on the
work,
farms. He's going all the way into the farms because oil units are basically his only lifeline.
Yeah, he also has a nest of bees. I don't know how well that's gonna play out. If he can get them on the arbs, that'd be pretty good. The nest of bees are probably the one mango-ish unit that works still in this game that is not just completely nerfed to the ground. But even then, it's not going to be as powerful as in seasons past.
Well, they do decent
damage. It's
damage.
currently only doing. It'll do decent. It does 6 rocket arrow, and it is +2, so it's doing 8 damage to them, and it has 8 burst attacks. So 8 rockets doing 8 damage minus whatever the range thing is for the arbs.
Red pellets coming out for Dragevann. Scatterbrained wants to force the issue though, but
6.
Can he? Military numbers are fairly equal at this point, and we do have the double nest of bees.
I mean, equal numbers, but look at the value.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's premium army versus trash. I mean, that's just the reality.
I mean, there's triple traps in here, and there's about to be no longer triple traps in here.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, I mean, Scatterbrained sees this half-built palace, knows he can't really deal with that. Nest of Bee is actually doing a lot of damage to those arbalists.
He needs to keep him focused on the arbs, though.
But the men-at-arms are just cutting through the limited. The knights are all dead at this point, but Red Palace is about to be up. And then we just garrison, and then
it's looking
this
like
is a death
GG's.
zone.
Yeah, Nest of Beast did a good job there taking care of the arbs. The problem is there is no counter to the men-at-arms.
Yeah.
There are no crossbows. There's no hand cannons.
Oh, Scatterbrain's trying to sneak away the Wills to the top side, but Dragevann saw them leave. Okay, we get a dock here. Interesting. What is the play with the dock? I guess just a transport ship for future use. Oh no, he's gonna make Carex to take down the Red Palace. Do they outrange that?
Do they have the range for that?
I'm not sure. We'll find out.
I don't know if they will from there. That's pretty far. That's about a screen's width away from me.
No, Dragevann saw the villagers leave. He knows exactly where they are.
Yep, those are 10 dead vills waiting to happen right there. I can't imagine that Carrick could make that distance. That feels too far for me.
Also, I'll say this. Carrick costs 200
gold. I don't know where
gold.
exactly the border on the water is.
We don't have 200 gold.
Oh, yeah, that's... Huh. Well, he's got a market, so he could just sell a bunch of stuff, I suppose.
Yeah, he has to.
Imagine selling that and having it not reach, though. There's no refunds, you know. Can't take your seat back to Target to get your money back.
Mass archery ranges for Dragevann. He's just gonna go full arbalest here. And the first elite upgrade he's getting here is elite men-at-arms.
I mean, you look at it, he's got 31 of them right in front of his base. Why not?
They're pretty good.
Making bigger bang for your buck. I mean, seriously, French men-at-arms are very underrated for how good they can be.
They're just the basic men-at-arms. They don't have any special bonuses. They just look really cool.
They're underrated because they look really cool, and they're underrated because people don't realize that how good men-at-arms in mass can be when you're not expecting men-at-arms and you didn't game plan around it. Because French never goes for men-at-arms, so why would you ever be concerned? And then suddenly 30 men-at-arms come in your base, and you're just like, oh, geez, my spears.
Oh my god, we have a Ribaldaquin. How many ranged units does Scatterbrained have? Oh, 0.
All right, Randy.
That is so unfair.
Let's go, Randy.
Okay, I mean, he's sending Randy in all alone.
5 shots coming up here, looking to take a shot.
He's sending in Randy alone
He's a happy little Ribaldaquin. He's ready to shred people to bits.
He's just putting that there, you know, to make a point.
Just a point. This is a statement, okay, of the superior siege in this game.
Oh.
Randy. We see it in its natural habitat as a semi-aquatic siege unit.
Yep. The amphibian warfare here is real. Actually, I kind of hoped that there would be demo ships coming out for Scatterbrained. But demo ships cost gold. I guess he's not really willing to spend more gold.
Oh, Randy's getting his boo-boos fixed. I want to see the Randy shoot. I've got before GG is called. I want to see the Randy take a shot.
No, the Randy is not in this fight. It does not want to participate. Big fight though, and this is not a clear-cut win for Dragevann by any means, but look at that. The men-at-arms just getting on top of the farms because there's just not enough units to deal with them.
I'm telling you, when you got this many premium units, what are you supposed to do? Let's go, Randy. Oh, the Randy didn't come in time. Dang, I'm very sad. Very disappointed. No Randy shots were given, but at least he stayed alive.
Good.
He was the mascot of the French military at this point.
Yeah, he just took too long to get on the map. Honestly, this I like this map. We already said it. It's like a little snowbally because once one player denies the middle, then the game is pretty over. But hey, I like that. I like that. It just makes for fun, engaging games up until the point where one player is stuck on their island.